Hello and welcome to this new section in which we will talk about how can you implement RCM excellence in this course, Master in Revenue Cycle Management. So the purpose of this section is to help you understand in depth how to implement RCM excellence in your organization. And we will give you an overall view of this whole process and talk about that's what we will do. We will talk about how to implement the revenue cycle management and then give you a brief idea of how to conduct a comprehensive assessment, which is the first step. So, how do you think you can implement revenue cycle management excellence, RCM excellence? Any thoughts on this? So, implementing revenues cycle management excellence involves a strategic approach and a systematic approach. And that's where what you need to do is to optimize every step of the revenue cycle. And this starts from the patient registration to final payment. Now, you need to take many steps in this that we will cover in this section and subsequent sections because there are a lot of details that we will go through. And let's look at these are what are the steps required to implement RCM excellence. You need to begin by conducting a comprehensive assessment of your RCM cycle. That's the first step. Then you need to set clear goals and metrics to determine what you want to achieve as well as to assess your progress against that. Then one of the things that you can start doing is to leverage technology for automation and efficiency because that's one of the success factors we saw. So you need to implement that success factor here. Then you need to need to standardize and streamline the front end processes and being as one of the success factors we looked at in the last section. Then development a robust denial management process where most of the leakages happen. Enhance patient financial experience, how the patient goes through the process of his or her claim being made and submitted and refined and reimbursed to him or her. That's the process we will talk about here. Then you need to implement ways to monitor key performance indicators, then foster a cross department collaboration as we saw because cross departmental collaboration is key because this revenue cycle management is split across many departments. You need to have this cross departmental collaboration to make sure that you do this RCM in an excellent way. Then adopt Lean and Six Sigma methodologies for continuous improvements as we saw in the earlier lecture in the earlier section and ensure regulatory and compliance while doing all that because any misstep in this area of compliance can lead to severe penalties as we saw and then adopt to changing payment mindsets, the new things that are happening, and finally measure and communicate success. So these are the 12 steps that you need to take to implement revenue cycle management excellence. So let's take a look at the first step in quick overview actually, and then the subsequent lectures we will talk a look at in detail because this is a long this the details are a little longish to cover now here. So what do you think? What do you need to do to conduct a comprehensive assessment of the revenue cycle management the way you manage the revenue cycle? So there are three things that you need to do. First, you need to begin by a thorough assessment of your current revenue cycle processes. And we have had a look at the processes involved in this whole thing. There you need to identify inefficiencies, bottlenecks, and areas where errors or delays could occur. And you need to diligently assess each stage, right from patient access to collection. Having evaluated the current processes, then you need to benchmark against industry practices, industry standards, compare your KPIs such as days in accounts receivables, denial rates, first pass resolution rates to industry benchmarks, And this will help you set realistic targets for improvement. And then the third step in doing a comprehensive assessment is to involve key stakeholders from clinical, administrative, and financial departments to get a full understanding of the entire revenue cycle, not part. And there, the cross department input is essential for identifying gaps and ensuring alignment. So, that's a quick overview of how to conduct a comprehensive assessment. Right. So what do we do next? So in the next lecture, we will take a deeper look at how to evaluate current processes to conduct a comprehensive assessment. Right. So thank you so much for watching this first lecture on RCM Excellence Implementation in this course, Master in Revenue Cycle Management. I hope you are continuing to learn new things, continuing to enjoy. And I do look forward to see you again in the next lecture. Please feel free to message me if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer your questions, and do download the PDF file to take a look at anything that is of specific interest to you.